Bonus boy gob, multiple MIG style, in your face. Godzilla -1. Went and saw a 4 p.m. screening, showing, whatever. I went to the movies a little bit before 4. It was supposed to be a 7 o'clock show, and then I noticed, hey, the theater, they added another earlier show. And me being a dork ass bitch, I said, well, I have to see it as early as I can. Ah. So loaded up the old Explorer with my wife and my mom, not the same person, and we went and saw Godzilla -1. I don't think I'm going to spoil anything. I may say a thing or two out of context, but that's about what am I going to spoil? Would you believe it if I told you that Godzilla came out of the ocean and destroyed Japan? I can't believe I never seen that coming, nor would I have ever have guessed that in a million years. And get this, people had to come together to think of a way to stop him. I just ruined the whole movie. I'm so sorry. Did a little bit of that in the movie too, but we'll get to that. Godzilla -1, basically about a kamikaze pilot. I should say, start off, this is a remake, reboot, reimagining for a new generation. Do executives even say that shit anymore? Or is it just people are so used to remakes and all that shit? They're just like, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So, anyways, pretty much a remake of first Godzilla. Starts out a kamikaze pilot, thinks that, oh man, this is a stupid fucking job. I'm gonna pretend like my plane's fucked up and go land on this island where they fix the Japanese planes and what have you. So the mechanics look at his thing, there's nothing wrong with your plane, you dishonorable schmuck. And then Godzilla attacks, but it's not giant Godzilla. It's maybe a classic King Kong size Godzilla, and he wreaks havoc on the military base. One of the mechanics, hey, get in your plane and shoot at him, save us. So the pilot runs to his plane and then he freezes. Like, oh, I'm so scared. I can't shoot this thing. And then he runs away, and Godzilla eats his plane. It explodes, and the impact knocks him out. So the pilot wakes up the next morning, and everybody but him and one other dude died in the Godzilla attack. So he goes back home dishonored. His village is ravished from war. The neighbors, hey, weren't you a kamikaze pilot? What are you doing still alive? Oh, if you would have done your job, none of this wouldn't have happened, and my kids and your parents wouldn't have been dead. Ooh. But they said it in Japanese, you see, because this was a subtitled movie. So the movie's pretty much this dude dealing with his grief and trauma about being in the war and oh, what would have happened if I would have done my job or if I would have shot Godzilla. And it's just him dealing with this. He comes across a lady with a kid who there's destruction from war because this takes place, like, starts out the final days of World War II. So all this destruction, and you're dealing with these people's lives trying to rebuild and get everything back together after the war. And then Godzilla, oh my God, he's back and he's huge. He's not that little Godzilla from the island anymore. Oh my God, we gotta stop him. And it's not like fucking, dancing, sliding on his tail, happy go lucky, friendly protector Godzilla. This is badass. I'm gonna fucking kill you and everyone you love, Godzilla. They made him a fucking badass. This is definitely not one where you're just like, yeah, Godzilla, I'm on Godzilla's side. No, you are on the side of the people, unless you yourself are a monster, of course. And Maybe you are. But yeah, this movie, I don't say it much, but it's excellent. A lot of people, those kind of YouTubers, would say, "Oh, this is an epic. This is such an epic movie," but that doesn't mean anything because they call every tentpole movie epic if it has a little CGI on there and some bright colors. Oh, it's an epic movie. And no, this is a drab and dreary Godzilla movie. This is what a Godzilla movie should be. Not only is this my, I would say, in my opinion, this is the best Godzilla movie. I would say this is one of the best movies I've ever seen. I'm a big fan of Godzilla Final Wars. Before seeing this, I would have said that was my favorite Godzilla movie, and that is like a 180 from this because God's or Final Wars is just celebration, all thing Godzilla's. Let's be wacky, have fun, all that. I also like GMK, but that's not really like this. This it feels I don't know. I wasn't around when the first Godzilla movie came out, so maybe they thought it was scary and all that. And that one Godzilla, he's the actual monster, like destroying shit, and that's what this one is. But there's a part in there where shit happens and then it starts raining fucking black rain starts pouring down. It's just like, oh shit, that's fucking dope. It was fucking awesome. A lot of emotion in this movie. I've been seeing a couple movies lately that made me tear up a little bit, and this one was no different. You wouldn't think you could get this kind of emotion out of a Godzilla movie, but if you do it right, which they did, you would, because instead of just a Shin Godzilla where it's a bunch of dildos in a boardroom, how do we take care of Godzilla? How are we gonna do this? There's some of that in this, sure, but it's done so much better. And you see like the people's point of views and how they were affected by a Godzilla attack, not just a bunch of bureaucrats and shit. This movie was fucking excellent. When he does his atomic breath, I think they called it a heat ray in this. How he powers up is fucking awesome. Oh man, this movie was fucking terrific. I don't give out fucking 5 stars very often. Unless it's a CGI bear from Peru who speaks in an English accent. But this is 5 stars for sure. If you're a Godzilla fan, you should dig it. Unless you're just fans of those friendly, children's Godzilla. What are they? The later Showa era ones, maybe. I think where it's just the goofy bullshit. But yeah, this ain't that. This ain't the monster verse shit. This isn't fucking Shin Godzilla where he crawls out of the fucking ocean looking like a fucking stupid googly eyed fucking idiot. This movie is fucking dope as hell. Highly fucking recommended. Yeah, like I said, not just one of my favorite Godzilla movie, but this is one of my favorite fucking movies. Maybe I'll see it when it comes. Cause I'm getting it when it comes out on Blu-ray. But maybe I'll see it then. Be like, man, was I a fucking idiot? Probably not, because this shit was really dope. Uh, my wife, she thought it was a little boring, but still liked it. My mom, she liked it. She thought we were going to see the original Godzilla. So, but yeah, this shit was fucking awesome. If you're a Godzilla fan, you already know you're gonna see it. Uh, but yeah, it was great. Check it out for sure. I was surprised because I live out there, so I was surprised my local theater actually got it. Even the I want to say advanced screenings, but the shit was open to the public. So I mean, early screenings, not really. I mean, this is just the day it was released, I guess. But yeah, it was fucking awesome. Easily movie of the year. So spoiler alert for a couple of weeks when Joe and I do our top and bottom of the year list. But yeah, this is making it faux show. So yeah, everything about this was awesome. If I had to give you nitpicks, it would be like you saw something that was going to happen coming from a mile away. There's one thing at the very end that happens. It was like, come on, I saw what happened. What? Come on. But still, it's a feel good thing. And then yeah, there was one character crying, and the face was unpleasant to look at, but that's in the eye of the beholder. And if you can get past those three little things, man, I'm pretty sure you'll dig this movie, unless you're just unless you're just mm-mm-mm. So yeah, check this one out. Movie of the year for sure, in my humble opinion. But yeah, good shit. DWNproductions.net. Check out my masks, bust, props, custom work. Maybe you want some custom work. Maybe you want a custom Godzilla. Hit me up because I might be able to do that for you. After that, fastcustomshirts.com. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of t-shirt designs, most of which under 15 bucks, even the shirts for the big fat guys. I saw some shit now, people charging $30 for a shirt. Go jump in a fucking lake. Head on over to Fast Custom Shirts and check that shit out. Sundays, 10 p.m. Central, right here on the Boy God YouTube page. Joe, the proprietor of Fast Custom Shirts, and I do a weekly podcast where we talk about all the shit we watched this week. Probably won't talk about this one because I'm doing it now. Maybe I won't watch a lot and I'll say, hey, Joe, I'm going to talk about Godzilla again and spoil it. But what the fuck is there to spoil? Like I said, it's a Godzilla movie, but not just any Godzilla movie, a very excellently made. eh, It's great. Go fucking watch this shit. Quit watching this shit and go watch that. Until next time, boy God.